Have you missed Sigge? Hey. Oh, he's a little bit tired. Anyway, hey guys, and welcome back to my channel and today's video. So today I have done two looks for you guys with the Blush Stripe Fall Fusion palette, which looks like this. I'm not gonna do my typical review or anything like that. I'm just gonna show you two tutorials and then I'm gonna talk to you guys like how I feel about this palette and so on. I thought that since this is a limited edition palette and you can't really purchase it now, I think, or she has some left. I'm not really sure. I think that they are all sold out now, but she might have some left. And if you do want to shop at Blush Stripe, you could use my code Paulina Beauty 10, which will give you 10% off, but it's not affiliated. I always have all of my discount codes in my description box if you ever wonder about codes and such, because I get a lot of messages like, do you have a code for that? Do you have a code for that? Everything I have is listed in my description box. This is one of the looks that I did. I am wearing very small lashes today and I feel a little bit awkward, but yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna talk anymore because I do assume that this video will be kind of long. But yeah, let's just hop into the first look and then this is the second look and then I will talk and tell you guys how I feel about the palette. I look so dirty right now. Sorry looking in the viewfinder, but I look so dirty right now. I did another look with... You already know which palette I'm talking about, but the Blush Stripe Fall Fusion palette. I used these three shadows in my crease, and then I cut my crease just like right here, so I did that rounded effect. And then I used the blue and the shadow Lily. Nothing wrong with the shadows, but I just did not like the look, so I wiped it off. Like I said to my boyfriend, Niklas, you know, and I was like, Niklas, what do you think? And he was like, not your best work. And I was like, yeah, I just don't really like it. And he was like, wipe it off then. If you're not happy with it, wipe it off. And I was like, thanks babe, I'm gonna do that. So I think that I will do something orange and pink today. I know I said that I would dip into the red, but I just want to take a break from the red. So I'm gonna start off with the shadow Pumpkin, which is this beautiful, you see I used it before, this beautiful bright orange. Okay, I'm gonna start with it right out here in my outer corner and kind of round it out. Might do two different colors in the crease. Are you close enough? I will just do this part and then I will zoom you guys in a little bit more. So now I'm gonna dip into me. This is Paulina and we're just gonna dip right in. And I'm applying myself right next to the orange. Doesn't matter if we get, like I always get eyeshadow right here. But I've said that before, I'm very sloppy. When I haven't done my face makeup, I'm dipping into myself once again. But when I haven't done my face makeup, I don't have to be as precise. So I'm blending myself and Pumpkin together. So I'm just blending them together and yeah, I think that this looks really nice actually. I will actually dip into the shadow Bonfire, which is this beautiful bright red shadow. I am going to take this underneath the orange, not all the way up, but underneath it. Okay, so together they don't seem to be like that pigmented, but the red when I was working on it alone was really beautiful. Maybe it's just that the orange and the red are too close, so they are kind of like blending in together. So let's dip back to our orange brush, or well, you see. And then we are blending it out because we don't want to lose the orange. I do want the orange to really be there, but I just want it to be like a tad of red in it. Oh, and I do also want to say that I did not do my brows before this. I just went in with a little bit of brow gel and just a teensy bit of pomade, but I promise you I will fix my brows later. This is not the end result. So I'm gonna cut my crease now. I know it's really early to do so, but I think that I will have a better overview if I do that. So I'm taking just my Anastasia concealer in the shadow 0.5. There will be no more So now I want to take me and I'm going to dip into me, and I am going to place some shadow right here. I'm just gonna like dust it over. This is gonna look very, very patchy and not really nice, but hopefully it will in the end. Then I'm gonna take the shadow Sakina, which is such a beautiful, beautiful shade. And then I'm of course going to wet it because I've been loving that look as of lately. Then placing this right here. I'm dipping back to the shadow Pumpkin, and I am going over this right here. Just really, really quickly. This is, of course, since I haven't done my face, I am going to clean this up later on. And now I'm dipping into the shadow Bonfire, which was that beautiful red shadow. And I am going over this as well, just to bring some of the red shadow back. And as you can see, I'm just stamping this on. Going back to Pumpkin. Now I'm dipping into the shadow Paulina once again, and I am just going to intensify this. Need to go in with this one because I did get a little bit of fallout. I don't have a pink eyeliner, but I thought that I would go in with this one. This is the NYX Vivid Brights eyeliner in the shade Vivid Blossom. I don't really like these liners because they do crack, but I will go over this with a glitter eyeliner. Or maybe, should we do a white liner? So this is the NYX white liner in the shade White Blank. Now I'm not really sure if I do want to go in with a glitter liner on top of this. Okay, I do like this. I am going to go in with the shadow. This is not shadow, the glitter liner. This is a glitter liner, glitter mascara liner. This is in the shadow Nebula, and this is not very opaque. So I thought that this could be good to just like, do you see that it becomes like a little bit pink? So instead of that, I'm going to go over this. I need to be quiet when I do this because I've drunken a lot of caffeine, so I can't really talk when I'm doing this.
So fly, oh my, I've been thinking about you all night. I can't get you off my mind.
Okay, I really like this. So I will do the same thing on my eyes. That I mean, do my base and my mascara and everything, and then I will be back. Okay, so now I have the rest of my face makeup on. I don't have everything on, but I do have most of my makeup done anyway. So something I do want to do now is that I'm going to take the shade or the brush that we used to the shadow Pumpkin, and I'm just going to like try and smoke it out a little bit like right here, because we did have that line, as you can see, like for instance right here, we do have a line right here where I went in with foundation, and that is just a little line that I do want to get rid of. It doesn't have to be like precise because I do want to go in with the shadow Paulina. So I am just gonna take this under my eye like this, and I'm going to like smoke it up really towards this side. If you don't like this kind of look, then just keep it a little bit more neat. So I'm taking the pink a little bit like further in, like down to here. Now I'm going in with the orange shadow, and I am just basically, I hope that you can see what I'm doing. I'll do like this, but I'm kind of just stamping it on, and no, I got it in my eye. Hopefully I won't start to like tear up. And then I want it in my inner corner. I might actually go over this just a tad with the yellow because it's very, very, very orange. So I do want to go in with the yellow, so I'm just tapping it off, and I kind of just want to change the tone. Like, do you see that? That is what I wanted to do. One last thing I want to do today is that I want to try this shade as a highlight. I'm gonna compare it to the Citrine one from Jouer, which I love. So here we have Citrine, and then I'm gonna go over it with the shadow Candlelight. Ooh, okay, that is really, really dark actually. It was way darker than I thought. But here it is. No, it doesn't work as an highlight. No. It does not work as an highlight. It's not, like it's, I think that, wait, it's a thicker consistency or it's a thicker formula. So I'm gonna use my Sigma F3 brush or F03 brush. This is way better for stiffer products. So let me try, ooh, okay, yeah. As you can see, it's a huge difference in how these brushes apply the product. I do think it's a little bit too dark for me, but this is a shadow you could use as a highlight if you are of a darker complexion than me. Okay guys, this is the finished look. I did change my inner corner. I thought it was a little bit too bright, to be honest. So I just took my Dream Glow Kit. This is my all-time favorite for like inner corner highlights and like highlight toppers. You can see I've used mine quite a lot. It's like very, very messy. And like the Shadow Unicorn is my all-time favorite. But this Regal is beautiful. So I just took this over. I thought that I would just kind of slap it on. I just didn't think that I needed to include it because I think that you guys know how to put on a inner corner highlight. But yeah, you can see mine is very, very messy, and I do love this glow kit. It's definitely my all-time favorite glow kit as of right now anyway. I tend to change my mind a little bit, but as of right now it really is. But yeah, that was my first look. I hope that you liked this pink orangey look. I don't think I've done any like orangey pink look, but I definitely do like it. I think it's really pretty. So I really hope that you enjoyed this look, and now let's hop into our second look. I'm gonna start off with the shade October. As you can see, I kind of chipped this, maybe I can pour this out, this shade. I'm gonna dip into the shade October, and as you can see, it turned out all right. So I'm using a Sigma E36 brush, and I'm starting off somewhere right here.
Silence, never thought that it would go this way with you. Wanted me gone.
I haven't filmed for like 3 or 4 days. I've just been having the worst headaches. I don't know what it is. I think it is because I've been sleeping too much. True. You know what? I think I want to do, like, start off with the first shade. You know, this is a technique that I've been doing as of lately, where I start off with the deepest shade and then I kind of build it up. But I want to use the yellow shade that I promised you guys that I was going to use. Let's see. So I'm gonna stamp this in. So this is 3 layers, but I did see Rocio, I think she's called. She's beautiful, she's amazing, she's the best at doing these kinds of looks. I will link her channel down below. You guys actually recommended me to her. No, you guys recommended her to me. So anyway, you recommended her, so I went and followed her, and I really like her. But I saw her do like stamping techniques the other day, so I'm gonna try that. Okay, so we look a little bit crazy, but that's fine. I'm just gonna take a small blending brush and kind of blend the edge that we have up to our brow. Not too much. I want to do the blending work a little bit later, but yeah, as you can see, I'm just kind of very carefully going over it. I want to go in with the shade. I can't decide if I'm gonna use the shade Fire Pit or Pumpkin. No, Pumpkin or Fire Pit. I'm gonna use the shade Fire Pit, which is this beautiful kind of mustardy yellow, like mac and cheese kind of thing. And I'm gonna use this underneath the yellow. But this is definitely a mustard shade. And then I'm gonna take the shadow Bonfire, which is this beautiful, beautiful red shade. I'm taking this on a small Morphe brush, and I'm gonna do, like, I'm gonna place this right here, so between the orange and then the darkest shade, so we get that really beautiful gradient. I'll probably go in with a little bit more of the shadow October later on. But this is what we're working with as of now anyway.
Love the way you say my name, and how I wanna be my whole world with you and no one else. And now our love will make us so much better. There will be no more lonely nights. Baby, if you let me try.
You know what? I'm actually gonna take a little bit of the shade Pumpkin after all. This is a beautiful, beautiful orange, but I think that this will suit kind of nicely. So I'm taking this over the red, like above it, not on top of it. So I'm trying to like get this beautiful gradients going on. And I'm using this duo fiber brush because I don't want to get too much pigment on it, but I still want it to like blend. So instead of going in with a brush that can kind of pack a lot of punch, I'm going in with a brush that's not packing a lot of punch, that will kind of more focus on the blending. Okay, so now I'm gonna dip back into the shadow October just to kind of deepen this up a bit. Since I have done my base and everything, I have tapped my brush off, but you can see I'm not like the best at blending, so it is a little bit streaky right here, but it will kind of sort itself out later on. So I'm kind of just deepening everything up. I want a really warm transition, but I don't know what to do next. That's my like main problem. You have already seen the look in my intro, but for me, I'm like, I don't know, should we go all matte? Should we, I don't know, like what should we do? So I'm starting to cut my lid. And per usual, I'm using my Anastasia concealer in the shade 0.5. So I'm taking the shadow Sakina, and let's see, we're gonna take this right up here. I'm gonna spray my brush later on, but right now I just want to set everything and get everything into place. And now I'm gonna take the shadow Paulina, which is my shade. And I'm taking this on a blending brush, and I'm just kind of patting this over. So I don't want like a full pigment, I just want this like so. Okay, I'm gonna change this look. I'm gonna take the shadow Lily on top of this. And now I'm gonna take the shadow Aubergine. And then I'm taking a little bit more of the shadow October just to go over this so it blends out nicely. Obviously, we're gonna take the shadow October and we're gonna just fluff it under our eyes. Oh my god, I have so much fallout, it's crazy. And then we're gonna take the shade, the red shade, which was called Bonfire. And now I'm just dipping into the shade Aspen, which was this yellow shade. Can you see that we have like too much right here? You know, that yellow isn't turning up. I'm assuming that it is because it's on a set base. So I'm gonna take the shadow Pumpkin instead, which was this beautiful orange shade. Okay, and I am going to try and fix this look and then I will be back. And this is the finished look. I did apply some false lashes. I'm gonna show you which lashes I'm wearing. I actually got a PR package yesterday from a brand called Aria Cosmetics with 3 lashes. So these are the ones that I'm wearing today. They are called AC09, and then I also got the 10 one and the 12 one. And they sent along a code if you're interested in them. It's just like this, so it's not affiliated, it's not my code or anything like that, but the code is PR, and that will give you 20% off. So yeah, use that code if you are interested in some lashes. Anyway, everything else that I'm wearing on my face is listed as usual down below. Anyway, this is what the palette looks like. This is the biggest palette that she has come out with when we talk about the size thingy. It was a while ago that I actually recorded my first look because I have had so many different palettes to show you guys. But anyway, I'm gonna talk about the palette and let you guys know what I think about it. I think that the shimmer shadows that she has put in this palette is spectacular. I've never disliked her shimmers. I've always liked her shimmers, but I have had other favorites. And this formula, the Lily formula, is absolutely stunning. I did, however, say in one of my tutorials that I do feel like it performs like a liquid eyeshadow, and I do in that case of like it falling off and everything like that. So today when I did this makeup and when I kind of went off camera to fix my lashes and eyeliner and everything, I could see that I got a lot of fallout. So I would use a glitter glue with this next time I use it, but it is really beautiful. Like, it's out of this world. It's outstanding. I don't have a problem with any of the shadows. I do, however, think that some of these shadows are a little bit harder pressed than her other formula. So for instance, the Hasina 2, Malika palette and Blossom palette, and you know, all of those palettes. So I do feel like she has changed the formula, but I do still like them. I think that they are very pigmented and they are easy to work with. The only shadow that I have had some problems with is the shade Aspen, which is this bright yellow. It just doesn't really appear. I do think that it would be stunning to wear on your lid, but use a white base. But other than that, I think that the palette is really nice, and I am so happy that I have this, and yeah, I can't wait to see what she comes out with next. So that was all that I had to talk to you guys about today, and to show you. So I really hope that you enjoyed these 2 tutorials and that you liked the video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, please feel free to thumbs the video down, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye!